Hey. Mm, mm, mm.
You got a heat
Welcome.
wave too?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, yeah, and at night it's still hot. How about that?
So hot for no reason, okay?
Exactly.
I almost can't even handle it.
Yeah, I was just telling John, it's nice, like, at the end of the night to have the night where it's cool and the heat tapers off. It's like still 90. Like, this is crazy. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, let's get this party started. As soon as I finish my little candy bar. All right. Welcome to the Forever Sevens virtual open mic. We're here every Monday promoting individualism through the power of thought. So come join us if you haven't. Come back if you have. We are going to kick the night off with, can anybody guess who?
John.
No.
John.
Yes. Good guess, Cynthia. John, start us off.
Alfred Tennyson, Ulysses. It little profits that an idle king, by this still hearth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, by meat and dole unequal laws unto a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that love me and alone, on shore and when through scudding drifts the rainy Hades vex the dim sea. I am become a name, for always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and climates, councils, governments, myself not least, but honored of them all, and drunk delight of battle with my peers, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. I am a part of all that I have met. Yet all experience is an arch wherethrough gleams that untraveled world whose margin fades forever and forever when I move. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life. Life piled on life were all too little and of one to me. Little remains, but every hour is saved from that eternal silence. Something more, a bringer of new things, and vile it were for some 3 sons to store and hoard myself, and this gray spirit yearning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bound of human thought. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor, by slow prudence to make mild a rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail in offices of tenderness and pay, meet adoration to my household gods when I am gone. He works his work, I mine. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail, there gloom the dark broad seas, my mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. You and I are old. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The light begins to twinkle from the rocks. The long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and setting well in order, smite the sounding furls, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. So wrote Tennyson.
Thank you, John.
You are welcome.
Okay. Up next, we have David. Welcome back, David.
Can't hear you.
Right?
How about now?
Perfect.
You got me now? Tell me
Yeah.
your first name again, young lady, and I swear I'm writing it down tonight.
You know what's funny? I was going to ask everyone today if they could remember my name or knew what my name is.
That's
It's
great.
Rayanne.
Is it not Lucy Bell?
Roseanne? It's Roseanne?
It's
No.
Rayanne.
I'm sorry. Can somebody spell it?
Yeah.
Romeo, Alpha, Echo, Alpha, November, November, Echo.
All right, now somebody give it to me in language I can write down real quick, like letters.
R, A, E, capital A, N, N, E.
Rayanne.
You got it.
All right, we down to mine's Heffelfinger. Spell that now for Greek letters. Never mind. Anyway.
That's not Greek letters, that's the Army alphabet.
Yeah. I didn't know it was called that, but some Greeks in there, but you're right. There are some other things. My wife works from home on the phones and I hear her spelling that way too. I am somewhat familiar with it. I just never tried to convert it to letters to a name before.
Ah,
But anyway, how's the world going for you? I'm trying to find a piece I did not do here already. I'm going to try with no setup or anything. I'm just going to go with this.
All right.
God's gifts are for us all. They were given to the primitive. They were given to the simple, given to the deep, given to the dimple. Needs not the cools nor the schools, for even the fools were given the tools. Needs not degrees mapping the way, nor the diploma, nor the resume. Yet hear what they say. Don't look away. Small price to pay. Shall they pray? The thicker it gets, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of the light in the noise of the quiet. They know the good book for the thousands of hours. Don't question its sink. Don't challenge the towers. It has little to none to do with flowers. Take a moment to smell their powers. There's nothing in the name if it doesn't fit their frame. Thank you just the same, but we're running this game. The thicker it gets, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of my light and the noise of the quiet. The angelic softness of a hymn that is sung, an inner peace when it's done. The room is as one. So what don't I know? Why make it a show? No need to shout. The pipes and the piano drowned it all out. You're not what it's about. The thicker it gets, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of my light in the noise of the quiet.
Whew.
Bring us your want. Dare not to confront. We're in the right. Come fill some space. Welcome one and all to our loving place. I sat for this spell. I really did try it. But the thicker it got, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of my light in the noise of the quiet. Boom.
Wow.
I wrote that.
Well written.
Very, very well written, David Heffelfinger.
Well, I thank you, Rayanne.
Yes. It's good to have you back. Thank you for joining us. And
Last Monday was my wife's birthday, and it was the day after July 4th. And, I was not online.
that's okay. That's okay. We were here and we pushed through, and you were here in spirit. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
mhm. Up next, we have Cynthia.
Yay.
Oh, Cynthia.
Cynthia, who is recovering from having just dumped her lunch all over the office floor. Anyway, hang on. Let's see. Did I bring out my manuscript? Yes. Did I bring out my? Yes.
Now
Okay.
I'm
Hold on.
hungry.
Let's see if my audio works. I didn't test my audio with you earlier. I should have done that. Let's see if I can get an audio up here. If I can do this, I will sing for you. Ha! I think you guys got.
We're hearing you just fine.
Yeah, well, you got subjected to this when it was not a song yet. And I don't think I subjected it to you last week. Well, no, I know I wasn't here last week. So I think you have. Okay, so where is it? I'm not seeing it. Documents. Hold on, let me pull it out. Boop. There it is. Seagate backup drive. Okay, backup drive. Backup drive. Dolphin photos. No. Gender backup. Maybe Zoom backup. No, that's not it. Oh no, that's that. No, I want this one. Hold on, it's a different one. Okay, where's this one? I'm not seeing this one. Okay. Hang on, I've got a. If I can get the audio behind me, it's so much better. I already have people shaming me for not being able to sing. Oh, all right, close.
Not here.
Nah, USB drive E. There we go. We got a chance. First cut project, no, 7879. Aaliyah's Anthem. Here we go. Okay, this is going to be chapter 38. I don't have the words. I'm going to do my best. All right, let's go. Come on, sing it. No, open the stupid thing. Come on, computer. Open. No, wrong drive. Not that one. This one. This one. Aaliyah's Anthem. Open it. We are here, we are queer, we are in for the long haul, my dear. We are black, we are white, we are perfect in his sight. Latino, Caucasian, Native, and Asian, lives and friends together to the end. LGBTQ. LGBTQ, LGBTQIA, LGBTQ. We are here, we are queer, and we're in for the long haul, my dear. Thank you for listening. Please take these words to heart. We love everyone and never be apart. Live us equality, teach us our history, give us, you and me, with inclusivity. LGBTQ, LGBTQ, LGBTQ and more, LGBTQ. And that's all she wrote. And if I have time, thank you. I'll bring you the beginning of the novel. Oh, it's gonna play again. Hold on. Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah. Yeah, hush. Be quiet. Yeah. Issues with this. All right. USB drive. And I'll just, you've heard the beginning chapters, but whatever, it sounds better with music. So here you go. I'll give you the first two or first chapter, maybe with music. I'll probably take my time. Okay, come on, open. No, not that one. Ugh. Come on, fat thumbs. Open it. Come on, open it. Open the darn thing. There we go.
I am going to do a poem while you open that.
Oh, that's open. Oh, you're not hearing it?
No,
Oh, okay. Huh, you heard the last one?
nope,
Oh, you just heard me singing?
yes.
Interesting. Just do a poem. Okay, that's good to know. So you don't hear any of this. Okay, let me turn this off.
Mm,
Okay, hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, hush.
You were good in a cappella, though, Cynthia.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you for saying that, because I hit a bunch of people this weekend who said, don't quit your day job. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by no means take that as advice to quit your day job. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was the way they said it. It was like, that really wasn't supportive, dude. Because I was asking, when I was trying to incite a flash mob. I incited a flash mob to start this thing off. And the guy who was supposed to be my business partner, who was supposed to film this, fell asleep on the fucking job, pardon me. And I'm sorry about that. And just chatted away to a friend. Did not take a video. So I have no recording of the fact that I have finally debuted it and gifted it to my pastor, because this was a gift to my pastor. It was a big deal. And I gave him, to them I played the title page and the preface and the opening chapter, and what you didn't hear, but the that song. And I had a whole bunch of people stand up as a flash mob to sing along with me. And this guy sat down and he didn't record it. It's
Oh
like,
my goodness.
I know. I'm like, you're supposed to be my business partner, dude. How am I supposed to do business with you if you can't get off your butt? Anyways, let me finish picking up the cucumber that I spilled all over the floor before it came on, and let Rayanne do a poem. Thank you.
Okay. So I've been working on this piece. I think I've been reading you guys little bits and pieces. Okay, anyways. Let's see. Where shall I pick it up from? He hovered over her because he wanted the cake and the pie. Pi 3.142, approximately the answer, the equation. How do you divide a man, boy? Boy, man, she never wonders how he's doing. She heard every woman he's been with he has ruined. Not from them though, but she knows enough to know that some things die and some things grow. He was good at playing the diameter role, but he'll never get near her sphere again, which is optics, which is magnifying power, and that takes control. He was a control freak, and it was her. She triggered his OCD. Is the O for obsession, or is it oppression? He started off with good impressions. She reneges. Bad boys were her obsession. O is for obsessive. O is for obviously he likes you. O is for oblivious. She can't see. First time she found out about a tampon, she was 19. And hungover. And upset because why wasn't she introduced to that before? Okay, that's a snippet of that poem.
I resonated with parts of that. Oh my goodness, that was good.
It was good.
Thank you, V.
We'll
How are
have
you
to keep
doing?
talking after.
Cynthia's got her lunch or dinner or snack. Dinner, lunch, snack.
Picked
Yeah,
up
you
off the office floor.
you could keep.
Oh, I love it here.
That piece left me wanting more. You could keep reading.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Sounds like a good idea to me too, for you to keep reading.
Perfect. Okay.
E3.
And upset because why wasn't she introduced to this before? Do you know how uncomfortable it is to sit in a puddle of your own blood? Grandma knows. She was 22 when she found her grandmother in the kitchen on the floor, unconscious, covered in blood that turned into gelatin so much that she thought it was ketchup. She is a slow learner. Her superpower is her ability to play catch up. She keeps up. So women don't listen either. She knows because she is one and she had some, they missed some things, and so did she. Apple don't fall too far from the tree. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree. So she unlearns and unlearns, but there are some things that you just can't unsee. Like an unseemly death on TV. Things used to be blurred out, leaving death to the imagination. Now you can turn on the news for PTSD. She reads the news, her dad watches TV. She's concocting how to stop it. She believes that hell is better than life, but she refuses to go there. If this isn't hell, why is it so catastrophic? Current time is pi divided by 2. It takes 2.
That was really good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, there's a
And forgiveness.
good piece of work in there.
Yeah.
And sobriety.
You're breaking up.
So good. Got disconnected. Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
Right. Oh,
Rayanne, you're breaking up. You want to put a list on the chat, because if you fall out, we want to know what you were planned.
Mhm.
What happened? Okay.
I saw the hosts change, but I don't see a list in the chat.
Well, her microphone is off.
Yeah, but her internet seemed to be weak. That's why I'm asking her to put the list in the chat in case somebody needs to take over.
Well, why don't we just...
We've been doing tag teams. Okay, who hasn't gone yet? Who hasn't gone yet? Raise your hand.
I haven't gone.
Okay, V, you're on.
Oh no. Okay, can I share my audio then, if you don't mind?
I don't know. Give it a try. I don't have
Well,
a
it says
host.
host. Yeah, it says who's the host, because it says.
Yeah, Rayanne is the host, and unless she could give it to you, no.
Okay, Rayanne, are you there? All right.
Rayanne, can you make me host?
I'll just.
V is the host. Good, you're good. You're good. V, you can share now.
Okay, thank you. It just makes it better when it's the audio.
Right.
So, okay, all right, guys. I figure I'd do something mellow. We're gonna do "Love Is Stronger Than Pride" by Sade.
Hey.
Ah. Okay. I've sung it before, but it's been a minute, so let's see.
That's okay.
All right, guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. All right. And that I intend to stop living. Won't pretend I'm good at forgiving. But I can't hate you, although I have tried. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride. I still really, really love you. I won't pretend that I intend to stop living. I won't pretend I'm good at forgiving. But I can't hate you, oh, I've tried. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride. I still really, really love you. Sitting here wasting my time would be like waiting for the sun to rise. It's all too clear, yeah. Things come and go. Sitting here waiting for you would be like waiting for winter. It's gonna be cold, there may even be snow. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride. I still really love you. Love is stronger than pride. Thank you. It just ends with that. Thank
Thank you, V.
you. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it indeed.
You had me at Sedan. That's Sadai. I'm sorry, I'm not saying her name right, but Sade. You had me when that's Sade. But yeah, you did a great version. Almost a cappella too. I did not hear much of the background, and that was perfectly fine.
Agreed.
It's better to have the background soft so we hear the voice.
I agree.
I thought something mellow tonight since we all want to cool down. I made you the host, Rayanne.
Thank you. Okay. So, shall we do one more round? How are you all feeling? Uno más.
I'm
I
good.
don't
One
think
more
everybody's gone
round.
yet, have they?
Jenny, I don't know, has or the man with the baby in the bottle, Motto. I may be saying that all wrong.
That's our audience, our strong supporters. Woo, woo, woo. If you guys can turn your mics off real quick and let's give it up for our supporters.
Yay!
Thank you, supporters. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's hit up the list again. John, we will start with you.
Okay, I was not quite ready for that, but we will be there in a sec.
I can jump in if you want instead.
In addition to Alfred Lloyd Tennyson, Crossing the Bar. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me. And may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Shall we do some Carl Sandburg too?
Sure.
Why
4
not?
preludes on playthings of the wind. The past is a bucket of ashes. 1. The woman named Tomorrow sits with a hairpin in her teeth and takes her time, and does her hair the way she wants it, and fastens at last the last braid and coil, and puts the hairpin where it belongs, and turns and drawls, well, what of it? My grandmother yesterday is gone. What of it? Let the dead be dead. 2. The doors were cedar and the panels strips of gold, and the girls were golden girls, and the panels red, and the girls chanted, "We are the greatest city, the greatest nation. Nothing like us ever was." The doors are twisted on broken hinges. Sheets of rain swish through on the wind where the golden girls ran and the panels read, "We are the greatest city, the greatest nation. Nothing like us ever was." 3. It has happened before. Strong men put up a city and got a nation together and paid singers to sing and women to warble, "We are the greatest city, the greatest nation. Nothing like us ever was." And while the singers sang and the strong men listened and paid the singers well and felt good about it all, there were rats and lizards who listened, and the only listeners left now are the rats and the lizards. And there were black crows crying, "Caw, caw," bringing mud and sticks, building a nest over the words carved on the doors, where the panels were cedar and the strips on the panels were gold, and the golden girls came singing, "We are the greatest city, the greatest nation. Nothing like us ever was." The only singers now are crows crying, "Caw, caw," and the sheets of rain whine in the wind and the doorways, and the only listeners now are the rats and the lizards. 4. The feet of the rats scribble on the door sills. The hieroglyphics of the rat footprints chatter the pedigrees of the rats and babble of the blood and gabble of the breed of the grandfathers and the great-grandfathers of the rats. And the wind shifts, and the dust on a door sill shifts, and even the writing of the rat footprints tells us nothing at all about the greatest city, the greatest nation, where the strong men listened and the women warbled, "Nothing like us ever was."
Whew,
Thank you.
sheesh.
That was powerful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
So
that's
powerful.
one of Carl Sandburg's greatest.
Carl Sandburg. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, up next we have David. David.
I titled this one "In the Burbs." While house painting for a guy I'd worked for before, a couple of older Mexican men pulled up to the house next door. Little did any of us know what was in store. Their job was removing a dead pine tree from that front yard. And here I thought painting a house was hard. I'm sure in its day, standing tall was this tree, displaying Christmas lights for the neighborhood to see. No diggers, no chainsaws, no power tools, no jacks. A saw and shovels in their backs, deeper and deeper around and around. Soon enough, a large pile of ground. The bigot neighbor from the other side, with a mouth to run and no reason to hide, ran his Trump flag up the front yard pole as these two guys just kept digging their hole. "Hey, here in America, dumb machines do that work." "Oh, yeah, that's you. Do you feel like a jerk?" Rounds 2 and 3 on his riding mower, throwing the grass at them as he's driving it slower. By late afternoon, the tree came out of the hole. The redneck's words kept coming, trying to hurt, as the last of the tree and its roots got put on their truck. They waved goodbye to the schmuck. Walked over towards me. I said, Sorry, hoping to console. One pointed at the neighbor, the other to the ground. Both looked at me smiling and said, "A-hole." Boom. Anyway, I guess that missed. I'll close on a smile. I
It
call
did
this a
not miss at all.
didn't it?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
I heard nothing back. That might be my fault, but anyway, that's a fundamentally true story. Friends of mine with the United Steelworkers Union published that in their publication several years on Cinco de Mayo. It was for the United Steelworkers monthly newsletter. But anyway, that's for the most part a true story. So if you got time for one quick one, I'll tell you. I did stand-up comedy as a hobby for a long time, and now the storytelling thing. And I wrote this comedy versus storytelling. Why is it I do the storytelling thing? That's an easy one. You've never heard me sing. As the folk took over top of the bill, just telling draws a crowd still. Stand-up was my first love, but with a moral to the story, telling is a cut above. It's a showcase for what I write. I get home much earlier at night. Storytellers versus comedians, the tellers have more class. Both might enjoy a cold one, but the storytellers will use a glass.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Storytellers will use a glass.
But anyway,
Right.
there are two pieces I wrote. I rarely do a piece I didn't write.
I'm the same way. Although I do appreciate a lot of good poetry that is read by the masters.
I do. I enjoy listening to John a lot. I'd love to hear him do one of mine sometime. But
If John reads one of yours, you will know that you have arrived. I don't expect you to hear me one of mine.
I think I'd probably only have to email it to him. But anyway. Thank you for having me. I can go all night, but I won't. Who's next?
I think it's Cynthia.
Next. Yep.
All righty then. Let's see. This is where I am in my revision. So you can
Oh no.
I'm hearing. Who am I
Look-
hearing? There
It
we
looks
go.
like your internet froze.
John and I are in it. Yeah, Cynthia, I don't know if you can hear us or not, but you're doing still picture photography with us.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh like that, but that's what he said.
Why? I'm a funny guy.
Now I can't hear anyone.
No, I'm here. I don't think anyone else is talking.
I'm here
is
too.
weird. This is weird. Why does it keep doing that?
You know, it's because America's #1 in technology and internet service. He said facetiously.
If you would like to. Are you still here, V?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
I was chewing. I was going to chew something until Cynthia did hers. But I can do something.
Good.
Um, All right, so I love this song because it's my grandma's favorite. She's no longer here, but you know it makes me think about her. So I hope you enjoy it. It's Billy Joel, "Just the Way You Are." You'll maybe recognize it when I start. Hold on, I'm sorry. I was literally chewing. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go. All right. Don't go changing. Try never go. I don't that familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I don't think I'm never. Not so good now. I'll take the back time. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new path. Don't change the content. You always have unspoken passion. Although I might not seem to care, I don't want something I never I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old song that what will it take till you believe the way that I believe I said I love that to stop better. I love you just the way you are. I don't want to welcome all those things never come. I can talk to you. I want you just the way you are. That's Billy Joel, my favorite. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
That was wonderful. I'd say it's my favorite, but that insults about 45 or 50 others he's done too that are all that good.
Yeah,
Billy Joel. Yeah, love
that
him.
is my favorite. And that's my grandma.
You know, he has a standing gig at Madison Square Garden. He sells it out once a month. That's about the only real live show he's doing anymore, once a month at the Garden.
Sells it out.
Yep, has the record by far, the number of sellouts at the Garden, by far.
What's the capacity of the Garden? Do you happen to know?
I'm going to guess about 60,000, but I could be
Whoa.
wrong. It could be high. It could be 45. It's been a lot of years that I've been there, but
that's a lot of people.
But yeah, he's a standing gig once a month at the Garden.
Wow.
I was just reading about it. But yeah, he was terrific in my day and even yet. That it holds up.
Where's this at?
Madison Square Garden. He lives in New York
Oh.
City.
That's Billy Joel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like him, and I can sing his songs and Michael McDonald's songs all the time. I love him.
Yeah, Michael played with a lot of different people.
Doobie Brothers. He was with the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, but he started out by himself, and then he toured with them for a while. I saw him with the Doobie Brothers in Allentown, and then he went with Patti LaBelle from there for a while on tour. So yeah, he moved around. Michael no one band ever owned him. And Billy Joel, he was just in Wichita, Kansas with Elton John. And I was amazed at how many Midwesterners had no idea who Elton John was.
They didn't know who he was?
They knew who he was. Yeah, they had no idea.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens, how that escaped Wichita, Kansas. But yeah, he wasn't the attraction. It was Billy Joel.
Wow, that's amazing. Time passages and things happen.
Time passages, that was Al Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not going to get me on my own generation's music. I don't know any of this stuff the younger people are listening to, but
I like everything.
You're not going to trump me on 70s stuff.
I define myself as musically illiterate, though I speak a little of it. So
I love 70s music.
Yeah, 70s, 80s, that's where I grew up.
Well, and you really have to take it back to 64 when the Beatles came to America. That was really a landmark moment for my generation's music.
I don't know a lot of Beatles except for the cliche ones that everybody knows.
But those are worth knowing. They're all worth knowing.
Yeah.
Right. And after they broke up, they each put out a really good album that's worth looking at. George Harrison's This Too Will Pass, I think, is
McCartney the only one that's alive now?
No, Ringo is still playing drums.
Sure about that?
Unless he just died, Ringo's still with us.
Ringo.
Well, yeah, George
Look who
Harrison
joined
died.
us. Who?
Ringo Starr. Yeah, he's still with us, I think. His Sentimental Journey album, he did the old classics very well on some remakes, but Ringo's Sentimental Journey album's worth a listen. And anything of McCartney and John.
My group was the Bee Gees, honestly. That was my group.
Who's stalking now? Jenny? Who said that? The Bee Gees. Oh, yeah, that was disco. Well, I could dance. I was young enough to have moves. I loved it. I loved disco for all the mocking it took. I loved it. I was never at my prime than being a single young man in the disco era. It was a great place to be.
Oh, I'll have to talk to you and get some stories.
Oh yeah, do an after midnight adults only. I'll be there.
Oh my goodness.
But a lot of band, there was years in there like 71 through 7 or 8. I didn't miss a show. I didn't miss a concert. If we could get there, we went. But yeah, Madison Square Garden, New Year's Eve, I got there twice for the New Year's Eve shows. But Jethro Tull.
My favorite BG was, what is it, Robin? And that was sad because only one left is Barry.
Well, Andy went off on his own, ended up, I believe, taking
died
his
first.
life. Yeah,
He
I think
died
he took
first.
his life.
No, he didn't. He didn't have. He overdosed. That's what he did.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's a matter of what smut rag newspaper you listened to at the time, I think. But yeah, his 3 older brothers were the Bee Gees. Andy was kind of a fourth. And yeah, they played for a long time, but Saturday Night Fever and with John Travolta ushering in disco, they were the hottest things on the charts for a while, Bee Gees. And then probably Michael Jackson after that. But yeah, anyway, I love the music of rock and roll. Once it got beyond two guitars, a drummer and a singer, it really got good. And saxophone started coming in. The first time I saw Chicago, the horn section was 18 brass pieces, big. And then Moody Blues got in front of the London Symphony Orchestra, and beautiful music started to happen.
Moody Blues are amazing.
Oh, to this day, they're still doing it.
I'm going to have to interview you when I get my podcast going. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, I don't know which one.
Do you have my email address, or I'll be glad to share it with you.
Put it in the chat, please. Oh, wait. Yeah, put it in the chat and I'll try to find the chat. I'm on my phone.
Just write it down, Cynthia, and I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Well, I'm gonna post this one.
Tell me.
I'll post it.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it.
Are you blowing bubbles?
No.
Smoking something.
No, she
no, it's a is that Palo Santo?
Yes.
I knew it. My daughter burns that.
I love it.
What is it?
It's wood.
Mm-hmm. How come it's not in the? I'm trying to show it. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Palo Santo.
Ray Ann will send me your email address. How's that?
I'm typing it in there. Okay. Woody Middlefinger at Gmail.
What is it? What
Lord,
is it?
if you get spam emails, I'm sorry.
Well, you got to look at it. There's a slight diversion from middle finger in it, but
well, now they know.
Woody was my inspiration, Woody Guthrie, for the Occupy movement back in when I came out of my cocoon again, 2010, 11. An angry social advocate, so middle finger seemed appropriate. Consider my last name's Heffelfinger.
I'm having a hard time. I'm on my phone, so spell it out for me.
Woody. Woody.
Okay.
Middle spelled Middel.
Lord, wait.
Finger.
Wait.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray Ann, for cutting millions out there on me. I don't need that much email.
I don't know if she cut them in time, but she might actually cut some of them out for you, because you do have an interesting spelling on that, so she cuts a little bit more out.
Well, no, my last name is ZL too. That's part of how that happens.
Yeah.
And now we get it in the chat. Great job.
Thank you. Now let's see if I can get back where I can see people on my phone.
Oh my goodness.
On my phone. Ah, there you are. Hi there. I see you.
So what are we doing next?
Next. Okay, up next we have Cynthia.
And I'm back. Okay.
Boom, ba-dum, boom,
Now
boom.
I'm here.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. First, we're gonna do a little impromptu. Everybody join in. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Ooh, wow. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Ooh, wow. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom.
Bum.
Boom, ba-dum, boom.
Bum,
Ooh,
bum.
wow. Ooh, wow.
Works for me. Thank you, ma'am. All right. This is Jaden's chapter 2. God, send me a writer, please. So, if I'm hyped to see a message of inclusive love featuring brown skinned people, and if the saying goes, if you want a job done right, do it yourself, does that leave me writing a play? But I'm not a writer. No way, no how. I'm only 16 years old and I can barely eke out a 5-paragraph essay on demand. How am I to out myself, pretty much? Because it will be assumed anyway, if I pen an inclusive piece for Ms. Impresario's competition, but I'm no writer. What's another way to get messaging to people? My peers who are writing plays will need help with acting, set design, video production. That's right. The trick will be to find just the right peer whose message I can support without necessarily outing myself. Ideally, it will be a play whose message is loving and inclusive, realizing that all people matter, but that emphasizing BLM or LGBT plus or other groups is necessary until the imbalances are corrected. The writer must be inclusive. He, she, or they must be a writer who is not afraid to speak truth right out in the open to people not necessarily ready to hear such words spoken out loud. And the message must be inclusive of LGBTQIA plus persons of color, and diverse ethnicities. In other words, a play that may be larger than the time slot allotted for such a play, but I have some talented classmates. Hi, God, this is Jaden. Could you send me a writer, please? One whose message is inclusive, one who could use my skill set right now, if possible. I'd prefer not to come out and subject myself to the mistreatment of people. For many of the classmates are people in my school's corridors who don't like to play nice, especially not when the homo is clearly out and thus totally fair game for a good pounding. Yeah. God, could you send me a writer in need, please? That would be right nice. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm thankful the God I know is inclusive. Hey, I'll bet that in your face ally Aaliyah will be writing a play. If she does, it's sure to be inclusive. She's always sticking up for others. She's, I don't know, like made of Teflon, speaks up for people as if it's her right, and the bullies back down. Play along. If not Teflon, then some kind of magic, because she's a little bitty girl with a big voice. Yeah, God, please send me Aaliyah as my writer. Thank you. And I have another one if I have time. I don't know. Yay, thank you. Do I have time for another one?
Yeah.
That was long. Okay, thank you. Okay, and this is shorter because this is an adult. Suddenly their options narrowed down. Mr. Alfred Goodman's chapter 2. The day I saw her, she wore nary a glove. The winds whipped fierce and blew quite coldly, and it took me just one dread night to shove the well-deserved fear deep into sand. I do observe my fellow man with needs. Sometimes I'm known to bring home strays to stay. Generally, I'm more cautious with beads. Yet Elsa's case did warrant one full day of waiting for a white girl who need not spend all her days hiding in a dumpster. Such moves by men like me, who have been taught quite carefully to shy away. Monsters such girls could prove to be, but left alone, their options suddenly do narrow down. Thank you. And this comes with a footnote on it asking readers to think about why is it that the girl is the trouble here. So yeah, I'm working on a curriculum guide to go along with this, because I don't think this is going to be easy for teachers to teach. I do have one middle school teacher already. Oh, is Lloyd Garrison here tonight? He's not here, is he? I didn't see him. I do have one middle school teacher already who is reading this and considering whether or not he's willing to teach it. I think it's probably going to be high school, college, because it's hotter than middle school. But I wrote it with middle school in mind, and if I could get middle school teachers with the coolness to teach it, I would love to introduce it to them. I'm also, I'm going to put this out there because you guys are all over the planet. Starting to, okay, this will be published next month. I'm not sure when, 4 or 6 weeks. And then I'm going to start little short jaunts out to make in-person trips to bring the book to venues where I can do a reading and sell books, where booksellers can come. So if you know booksellers in your area that are LGBTQ friendly, maybe churches in your area that are LGBTQ friendly that might want to host a reading and bring a bookseller there on site, or I could just sell the books myself. I don't know where on the planet you are, but things like that. I'm trying to do it, and I'm flying by the seat of my pants and have no idea where I'm going. So I'm going to do it a piece at a time. So if you have a friendly neighborhood that wants to see me, and maybe a teacher or two that might want to be interested in what I have to offer, I would love to come to your area. Thank you.
Where are you now?
I am currently in Nashville, Tennessee. Places I'm looking at in the future definitely include around, what do you call it? In North Carolina, it starts with an A. It's the big place. Yes, and then Boston and any place in greater Boston, maybe New York area. Definitely. Maybe out where Rayanne is. But I'm open up around Louisville, because I had a what do you call it, endorsement from somebody up around there. So Louisville, Kentucky area. Where are you?
Me, I'm sitting in Wichita, Kansas. I'm from suburban Philadelphia. And yeah, right before the pandemic, I did the Comedy One Sunday pizza brunch show in Nashville.
In Nashville, awesome.
On my way to Jacksonville and then Daytona and points west of there, New Orleans, Texas. My wife and I took a 5,200 mile road trip, and
wow, that's so awesome. I'm also open to a partner who's open to doing stuff like that. But yeah, I'm getting unpartnered right now. So yeah, all sorts of changes happening. Yeah,
Yes. Well,
thank you.
life is about transitions.
Certainly,
Woo.
certainly is, but it's also about partnerships, and I definitely appreciate the partnership of Rayanne. You know, being able to do stuff with you, doing these pride stuff with you, and doing these calls with you.
Yeah,
It's important. Really, it's
definitely, definitely. Um, I don't want anyone to feel alone, you know? Um, so I'm always ears open if anyone wants to collaborate or partner in adventure or a venture or
I was thinking of you, and I don't know. I
Mhm.
didn't take notes, so I don't have the details, but it was on NPR. But there's a team at the US whatever Olympic team, but it's not from a country. It's just disabled people who are refugees.
Wow.
And yeah, they were interviewing one of them, and I thought of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they don't have a country. They just have themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Find them. Go to NPR. I don't remember where it was I was listening, but it's gonna be all over if I heard it.
Wow. Sometimes you have to do that, you know, create your own lane. I
Yes.
know, yeah, yeah, definitely. I know that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing. I felt like everywhere that I was going, I felt like I didn't really fit in, you know, like organizations would come and or offer you an opportunity and the offered opportunity
Didn't
would
quite
come
fit.
with right. It didn't quite fit. It didn't quite fit, to say the least. Yeah, it didn't quite fit. So I felt like I had to just like kind of create, you know, a lane for myself, something that fit me, you know, and would fit others who are like me and others who are not like me, but others who needed somebody like me in their corner, you know. So
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you all. Truly, truly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming. Check us out again on Monday. We're here every Monday until we don't know when.